All right, Dak, 30 seconds. Tell me all about Jayden Daniels.
Jayden Daniels got drafted second overall to the Washington Commanders, got a much better landing spot than somebody like Drake May. He goes to an offense with Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson. They also drafted Luke McCaffrey in the third round. He's got Cliff Kingsbury as his head coach, so decent situation for Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels is also going to run the ball a ton. We would not be shocked if he ran for 1,000 yards his rookie season. So he's going to have built-in dynasty value just because he's such a great rusher of the football. We expect by this time next year, if he has the year we think he could be a first round startup value, which at that point he could be a sell. We'll talk about that later in the video. Dalton, in a draft where the format is a 12-team superflex, 1.75 tight end premium, 4-point passing touchdown, and a start 10, where are you taking him in your rookie drafts?
I think Jayden Daniels is a very clear one of three, only behind Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr. I think he's a great pick at the 103. Once again, like we said, we think he could be a first round startup value this time next year. Which once again, he probably would be a sell at that point, but he's going to have a monster year with his legs. So we're gonna get some trades now. We're gonna keep that same format we just talked about. Dak, would you rather have Jayden Daniels or Trevor Lawrence?
I'd rather have Jayden Daniels. Just the rushing upside that he brings is going to be phenomenal. I think he steps into the league and he's probably a top three rushing quarterback behind Lamar, Richardson. I don't think there's anyone else you could really make an argument for. He's that good of a rusher. And like we said, he's got weapons to throw to. He's got a decent offense, defense situation, all of that. Trevor Lawrence is good. I like him too, but he just doesn't have that excitement X
Mhm.
factor that Daniels brings.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. If you go check out our quarterback rankings, you will see that we have Daniels just over Trevor Lawrence. So that's pretty much like where our rankings say. Getting to the next year, would you rather have Daniels or Dak Prescott in a 25 first?
I think here I would take Dak and the 25 first. We have Dak in that same tier as Jayden Daniels. So you're staying within the same tier and then you're getting an extra 25 first on top of that. I think that's really good. Dak Prescott is also a really good producer. He was QB2 last year. You're still going to throw the ball a ton in Dallas, so I like that. How about you?
Yeah, I think Dak Prescott is the clear side here. Dak is a proven NFL talent. He's only been getting better recently. He's a little bit older, obviously, but when you're giving the proven player that's going to be a high-end quarterback one plus the 25 first, and you're getting rid of all the risk of Jayden Daniels, sign me up for that all day if you can make this trade. This may not be something you could do right now, but give me week two and Jayden Daniels rushes for 120 yards and two touchdowns and send him away.
Yeah.
Send him gone. Next trade, we're going to look at a tier up from Daniels. Would you rather have Daniels and T. Higgins or Kyler Murray?
At this point, I would take the package here. Kyler Murray, we like him a lot. We've talked about him in previous videos. We're big Kyler Murray fans, but I think the package is too irresistible here. You're getting Jayden Daniels, who's a tier below Kyler, but still, like we said, he could be really, really good. And T. Higgins is a solid wide receiver too for your dynasty teams. He's going to produce with Joe Burrow or whatever team he ends up on. So I like the package. I'm going to take that. How about you?
Yeah, I think this is a clear package side. Now let me try to switch it up a little bit. What if instead of T. Higgins, we make that like Zay Flowers? And what is that then doing to you?
I'm then taking Kyler. Zay Flowers, he doesn't really excite me. He's in that Baltimore offense where they don't throw the ball a ton. Mark Andrews is there. Like, I'm just not really excited about Zay Flowers. I would take Kyler at that point.
Yeah, I think I agree there. I think T. Higgins is just that number of wide receiver where you're just like, I got a good package here.
Yeah.
Looking at our last trade, we're looking at just quarterback to wide receiver. Daniels or AJ Brown in a 25 second.
This is really close. I think I will go Daniels here, but I could be sold on AJ Brown. I think part of it depends on if you're really top heavy at quarterback. You've already got your quarterback position set and you need a receiver. I think then you go AJ Brown. But if you've already got star receivers, then I would be okay with taking Daniels. It's really team dependent. I don't really care either way which way you would go. How about you?
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. I think it's team dependent. I think a really good kind of mold off this trade would be let's say you have two good quarterbacks. So you have Herbert and Kyler, and you also have Jayden Daniels, but you're lacking wide receiver. You go ahead, you trade Jayden Daniels, you get AJ Brown, and instead of the second, let's call it Will Levis.
Hmm.
I think that's a really good move to make, where you're still solidifying your QB3 as a nice starter, but you're also getting that wide receiver value, AJ Brown. You're increasing your points per game that you're going to score on your team per week. You're making yourself into a better contender.
Yeah.
So I hope you learned something from this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.